So most people maybe throw the chicken in the garbage because it's tasteless. And you need to cook it thoroughly to pull all of the flavor out of it. You can't just cook it a little bit and then try and save the chicken and eat it. It tastes good, and the soup will be suffering because you took the meat out too soon. So, I've made chicken salad with it. It's okay, but I want to try something different. I've even tried it with chicken and rice. It's okay. Today we're going to take the ingredients that you use for chicken soup. That means the vegetables and the chicken. I was going to grind them up, but then it would look puree. So we put all the ingredients in here. And I'm doing this on the fly, which means I've never done this before. And when I'm done, if you happen to be watching this video, that means it worked. But it's going to take a little work on my part. I put the egg in there. Not telling you how much because I might have to adjust that. There's salt, pepper in there, a little garlic powder. Because you know it's tasteless. And then cornmeal instead of flour. Because cornmeal has a nice flavor. So you mix this up. See what this looks like. And meanwhile, on the stove, I have a pan which the bottom is coated with olive oil. And already I know that this needs more of an adjustment. So let me work on that. Well, I got the mix all figured out. Now we'll just take it. This is what it looks like. Looks better than if you like mashed it up. Take the scoop. This size scoop, I'll write it down what it is. And just put it in your hand. Just to form it, tighten it up a little bit. And drop it in. Now, you have to remember, we're dealing with food that lost all of its flavor. So, to bring it back to life a little bit, we put some onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and this will come out nice and crispy. And if you want to, you can have it with ketchup, barbecue sauce, ranch dressing, whatever you like, whatever you put on a piece of like a chicken cutlet sometimes, because this is chicken and it doesn't have that dry texture because of all the vegetables. So I'm just going to make these for the video and then make the rest just to tell you how many little patties this made. And you'll see how nice it looks. And what I'm going to do is after I make them, I'm going to put them in the freezer. And raise the flame a little. May seem like a lot of work, but what you have here is food that you can eat, fill you up, and tastes fairly good. That's a moderate flame. A little bit more fire, like so. And I have one over here, which I cooked in a little skillet for a test run. And that's what that looks like. So it looks good. And it tastes fairly decent. Can't have something fantastic when you sucked all the flavor out of it. So we'll just look at this. I'm going to give it another couple of minutes and then I'm going to turn them. You know when it's time to turn, when you see a little brown around the bottom, or just, no, this is not a non-stick pan. It just happens to be a very good pan that food doesn't stick in. And I'll let you know the make, who made this. See, they look good, and they're going to be crunchy. Turn. Well, you can serve these. I'm not going to tell you what to do with them. You don't want to give your guest something like this left over. Nice. If it looks good, it's half the battle. And we have all of this left over. So you know, this is going to make about 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, maybe about 30 pieces from a pound of chicken and a pound of the vegetables. 30 pieces of this. You could just put mayonnaise on that and eat it. Better than throwing them out. And you could season it with, I put thyme in there. You can use whatever herb you like, or you don't have to put any herbs at all. Now I'll just have to get a big pan, and you can put fresh chopped parsley mixed in there, scallions. I put onion powder and garlic powder. Anyway, I think that's it. Doesn't take long to cook these, especially when everything is cooked and the bottom is brown. So we're going to take these out and hope you enjoy.